kind of an interesting morning this morning. The way that the light is hitting the forest from the sun. It looks dark, but yet when you look between the limbs and you look through the pine needles, you're able to see this amazing place of light. And it's almost like your imagination says, that's where I want to get. I want to get there where that light is, because there's so much power within the light. I'm one of those people. I've lived in this forest for 29 years. I'm one of those people that I will not go out into this forest at night because I fear. I do. I don't know what I fear. Maybe it's the unknown. I can't see it 100%. We'll take a flashlight, right? No, that's not how you get over your fears. And so what I do is I respect this forest at night. I go, this is your time. So you do what you got to do in this darkness. But if you don't mind, I'm not going to participate. What a pansy, right? I mean, even when we go camping and stuff like that, when we're out there in the RV, you don't catch me outside in a forest at night because of some sort of fear that I have. And maybe I need to write about it. Maybe I need to dig deeper to find out what's really going on, because a forest is just as peaceful in the light as it is in the dark. Hey, it's Arrow. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. And being a daily writer, I'm very much aware of all things that are in front of me. And it's called mindfulness. It's called awareness. And it's being truthful and transparent to the self that you are, so that you can learn from the moments that you are given. The question is, though, is that do you have the confidence and the courage to take those steps? This is The Daily Mess. The value of what we see, hear, smell, and touch is part of the lessons that we are taught every second that we are allowed to visit. I mean, life is a series of experiences, and ultimately, it's up to us to accept it or to set it aside. My choice has always been mindfulness, to be fully aware, which can easily turn you into a hypochondriac. I've been that way my entire life. The fear of ... The fear of. Which is why I take so many chances in life. I don't want to be in fear of ... In fear of. So I dig in deeper. I listen to the rhythms of the moment. There's something about being part of the sights and the sounds, the smells and the touches. It's a method of communication. Therefore, the choice is to be part of the continuation. There's a ton of value in all things shared with each and every one of us. And the question is, are you aware of it? How do you become more aware of it without becoming a hypochondriac? I've been accused of being that so many times in my life. And it's like, people say, you're just inviting bad things to yourself. No. I'm in fear of ... I'll never forget, early part of the 1980s, we were walking what's called the Rim Rocks in Billings, Montana. And we came across a rattlesnake. And I mean, it's huge. And we all have heard stories about rattlesnakes. We've seen movies that feature rattlesnakes. We know what rattlesnakes do. And we were out there on this walk with our Alaskan Malamute, and we came across this rattlesnake in Billings. And I feared going back up to the Rim Rocks again. I didn't want to do it. I never wanted to see myself up there again, although it's such a beautiful place in Montana to take a walk. But because we came across that rattlesnake, I wasn't going to do it anymore. We were done. That was it. The journey was officially over. And the way that I got over that fear of ... was I went out and I bought a snake, a boa constrictor, Tenino. And so that snake, in handling it every day, taking care of it every day, gave me the courage and the confidence to return to the Rim Rocks. And it's little lessons like that you put yourself through a method of, not insanity, but rather a method of healing that puts you back in the places where you found that peace that you always sought. Taking on your fear by walking into the crowd, or as my preacher says, walk to the chariots. Don't run from the chariots. Walk toward the chariots. I'm Arrow, and that's The Daily Mess.